Hey guys, we're back for another episode of Mediocre Reviews and Awesome Brews. I'm your host Tony. Again, this is Jesse.
Hey.
And right now we're going to be reviewing Brew Dog's Dogma. This is an ale brewed with honey, Scottish heather honey, cola nuts, poppy seeds, and guarana. So that's kind of bizarre. I'm not going to read the entire side label, but it says Dogma is an innovative, enigmatic. What is that word?
Enigmatic.
Yes. Ale brewed with guarana, poppy seeds, and cola nut, all blended together with Scottish heather honey. A conspiracy of transcontinental ingredients infused with some devastatingly brew dog imaginative thinking.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah. It says something down here. This ale is not cool. You may think it is, but that is just a beautiful lie fabricated by clowns and gypsies.
Clowns and gypsies.
I've never believed a single thing a clown's ever told me. Like, hey, hop in this car. Never take a ride from strangers or clowns. Okay, let's crack into it. Kind of a neat cap. It's got their Brew Dog logo on it. That's neat. This is actually a really small bottle.
A small, large bottle.
Small, large bottle, yeah. It's like 20 and a half ounces or 21 ounces, so it's not even a 22 ounce bomber. I don't know how carbonated this is. Pour it aggressively, see what happens.
Got a little bit of head coming up there.
Get a little bit of a close up on mine here. Yeah, about I'd say about a finger's worth or so. You want to go ahead and do the color?
Sure. Definitely a burnt orange.
Oh yeah.
Not as dark as I was hoping for, but
Almost kind of like honey, sort of.
Yeah.
Little cloudy, light coming through. Definitely got that orangey red tinge out of the light. Kind of off-white head, I guess. Almost look like soap bubbles, actually.
yeah.
I don't know about
rocky.
this. No. I don't know. I get a little bit of a malty sweetness.
Mm-hmm. First, it hits me like a pale ale, but there's
Yeah.
more malt than you would expect from a normal pale ale, I think.
Yeah. I'll agree there. Yeah, definitely. There are some citrusy notes in there. I really don't smell much other than that. I mean, it does smell like, yeah, now that you mentioned it, does smell like a pale ale. Yeah, it's a good taste on it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Huh. Does it taste like a pale ale?
No, not entirely.
Wow. I guess it would be the poppy seeds. There's a weird kind of a nutty but not sort of flavor. It's like hey, no, I'm not going to give you that full nutty flavor. I don't know. It's almost like I've got like a weird plasticky sort of sensation on the front of my tongue. I don't know. Do you have that?
No.
It's like there's something sitting there on my tongue. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. So,
Some type of herb. I can't quite place it.
yeah, it's herbal, but
Maybe the poppy seed.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
I really don't get any sweetness from the honey. There's really there's a slight sweetness in the taste, but there's really, as sweet as it smells, you would think it would be a little, as malty as it smells, you'd think it would be a lot sweeter.
Yeah, it's definitely not, and even somewhat of a bitter aftertaste.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's definitely a bizarre one. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it's 7.8% ABV and 65 IBUs.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of bitterness there, but it's nothing ever overpowering. So maybe the honey and the brewing cuts that. I'm not sure. With the poppy seeds, I just hope I don't get popped for opium and a drug test later on this week or whatever. But I don't know, like the guarana and the cola nut will kind of have a stimulating effect, because that's been used for centuries to increase stamina, and they're natural sources of caffeine. So I don't know.
Caffeine is good.
I mean, you got the hops, which is a cousin to hemp. You got poppy seeds, which you get opium from. Although I believe it's a different strain, I would think. And then you get 2 stimulant herbs in there. So I don't know.
Definitely an interesting blend to come up with an interesting beer.
Yeah, I don't know what to compare it to. I mean, there's definitely qualities of a pale ale in there, but with the ABV, you're looking more at a IPA, but it really doesn't have that. I mean, do you get much of a citrusy anything?
No, it's definitely not as citrusy as I'd first thought from the smell. It's definitely not as bitter as you would think from an IPA.
I mean, there's some sitting there on your back of your tongue that just kind of lingers a little bit, but it doesn't. It's not overpowering. It's not.
No. I don't know. Maybe somewhere between a wheat beer and a pale ale.
I could see that. Yeah.
But
it's
with
weird. I don't know.
the extra herbal flavors added into it, definitely a unique beer.
Yeah. How much you say you paid for this?
I
Don't remember.
cannot remember at all. I barely remember buying it.
Yeah, it's been sitting at my house for like over a week, so.
A week is a long time.
He's lucky it was still here. Considering beer rules and everything, you leave a beer at somebody's house, it's not yours no more. No, I figured it was a big bottle of special beer. I'm going to save it. But yeah, I don't know what to compare it to. There's definitely herbal qualities there, but not hop herbal quality.
I'll say for a summer beer, because it is summertime, it's a lot lighter than the Imperial Stouts that you and I both are big fans of. And I think it's going to go down a lot lighter,
Yeah.
For this warm weather than, some other beers.
Mentioning that, it is on the refreshing side. I don't know if those stimulant herbs in there are going to have a little bit of a pick-me-up sort of a thing to it. But yeah, I mean, drinkability-wise, I could see drinking a whole bottle of this by myself, but I couldn't see doing it on a regular basis. Maybe 2 a season tops, because it's bizarre. I don't know how to.
It is bizarre, and I don't think that that's a bad thing.
Yeah,
I could see myself personally drinking, quite a few of these in a season. Actually, if I were looking for something lighter, then
I don't know about that. I like it. I do. It's definitely different. Not what I was expecting.
I don't know what we were expecting. To tell you the truth.
I mean, you could tell it was light in the bottle, but I thought it was going to be much darker than what what came out. Shit, I don't know.
For a beer of this color, which normally I associate lighter beers with no flavor, this is actually somewhat impressive. I'm kind of enjoying it more than I would have thought for, something this light.
Yeah, well, when we see a yellow beer, we immediately think Macro Lager and Budweiser and Natty Light and all those like really horrible, flavorless, piss water, fizzy beers that dang near everybody drinks nowadays. But yeah, that's pretty good. For the uniqueness of it, out of a 10, I mean the drinkability is kind of moderate, because it is weird, and it's definitely going to turn some people off because you're looking at like, oh, it's going to be a pale ale or whatever, or an amber, or even an amber ale, and then you drink it and it's like, what is this, and that kind of shock factor would cause it to score low or have people say, ooh, this is disgusting. But going into, I mean, we read up on the label, knew it was going to be different, so we were expecting something shocking. This was a kind of way different than what we thought it was going to be. It's definitely a good beer.
We were expecting something shocking, but we were shocked.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's how I should have worded it. But yeah, I mean, I really like it. Out of a 10, just for the uniqueness of it. This is the first brew dog I've ever had. I don't know.
I'm gonna give it a 7, because it's it's very unique and very drinkable. Not really my favorite style, and it's for what it's. I guess I don't know what it is, but for what it is, from what we've been able to figure out about it, I'd say a 7. I'd have more.
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna go search it out or anything. I don't know.
Yeah, if he buys another bottle of it, I'll definitely help him drink it. But you said it's 7. I'd say it's 6. It's definitely a solid B beer. He went with a B plus. But yeah, I mean, if you're into drinking different things, definitely try it.
Very unique.
I wouldn't say hunt it down. Oh my God, I've got to have this beer. If you see it, snatch it up.
If you're looking for something different, give it a try.
Or lurking your beer store, No, I mean, if you see it and you say, and there's really nothing else around new during the season that you haven't tried yet, I would definitely say pick this up. But like I said, if I wouldn't search it down, I wouldn't hunt it, go 4 or 5 different stores to find it.
No, not
for something
4 or 5.
different. You want to be shocked. I'm probably building up a little bit. You're going to find it and say, well, what are you talking about? This isn't shocking, because I built it up a little bit and you're expecting something to blow your head off, but it's not. The 7.8, a little higher on the ABV than a normal macro lager would be, but this definitely isn't that national brand piss water stuff. Definitely flavorful. I don't know, I'm getting a bit more citrusy.
I am?
As it's warmed up a little bit. Not real big citrus notes. And that sweetness has come up a little bit, do you think?
A little bit of sweetness, definitely, I can see that. I'm still not tasting the citrus.
What? Well, it is more on the nose, I'll admit that. I don't know, I'm getting it. I don't know. Well, hey,
Maybe a little.
7, right? You said
Yeah.
7. Wait, did I say 7? No. 7, 6. Go ahead and pick it up. Cheers.
Cheers.
Longest chug ever.